Okay, do they take photos first? Okay, later we'll take photos. But for now, kumustahin natin ang Mr. Pilipinas King. So, kamusta mga broskies? How's it been like after the pageant? What did you do after the pageant? Ano una yung ginawa? What did you eat? How is life after the pageant? Let's start with you, Michael Angelo Toledo from Cebu City. Well, memories.
Good afternoon, everyone. So life after the pageant was stressful. So yeah, I get to eat whatever I want. The thing that I ate was burger from McDonald's.
Hamburger from McDonald's. Wow. What else? After eating, ano pang ginawa mo? Nag-rest ka ba?
Yeah, nag-rest. In terms of going to the gym, so I took a day off, like days off.
Days off. Deserve. Thank you, Michael Angelo. Ano ba nickname mo? Para
You can call me Michael.
Michael.
M-I-C.
Michael. Okay, thank you, Michael. Now we go to Raven Lansangan from Pampanga City. Okay, how has life been like?
Good afternoon, everyone. And the life after the pageant is very much overwhelming, and actually I'm very proud because my mom got out of the hospital and now she's recovering. It was a successful operation, so stress-free, and also the same. I could also eat whatever I want and not dieting because my international pageant will be next year.
Alright. I just wanted to correct something. You know, I should stop saying the cities or provinces. Province of Pampanga po si Raven. Malaki po ang scope na represent niya ng Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide. Palakpakan si Raven! Ay, ang daming sumigaw. Okay, thank you, Raven. And I'm happy for your mom. Praying for the speedy recovery. Okay, Kurt Bonda, mukhang fresh pa from La Union?
La Union,
yes.
correct. Honestly, I don't know where up or down is currently, but I've been extremely blessed after the time of the pageant. I actually just today realized it was only a week ago that we got crowned. And it's quite surprising because it all feels a bit like a fever dream in the sense that it feels really good. It feels really good to be alive right now, and I think everybody of us really appreciates this opportunity. We actually just came from a shoot, and it just feels so good because knowing what will be posted and how we handle these shoots, I think we all together, collectively as a group, will uplift male pageantry. And I think already people now will look at us in this time where we done that, so it's very good.
Thank you. I think we can all agree that Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide really elevated male pageantry. Am I correct? Yes! At dahil dyan gabi, ang init ako na ba? Or dahil ang pogi na mga kings natin. Okay, let's go to you, Mr. Supranational. Kenneth Kabongkan.
Sana naman po, yes, I'm so very happy that all my hard work are paid off. And also, this is a dream come true na yung makuha ko yung Supranational. I'm really eyeing for this title. And ngayon, I feel it's a good pressure also kasi malapit na yung pageant ko. So it's gonna be in June, so I have to really prepare and lock in on my training and preparation.
Nako, we're all here rooting for you. We know you can do it. Tama ba? Are we gonna root for Mr. Supranational? Yes. Now we go to Mr. Global 2025, Jether Palomo, who has big shoes to fill, but you know he can also do it. So how is life like after the pageant?
Good afternoon, everyone. I guess life after the pageant was interesting because I had to go to school the next day. I'm still a college student. Obviously, I find the importance of education, and just like Don Correia, he wanted access to quality education, and I aspire to hopefully get that back-to-back for the Philippines.
Nako. With your answer, it seems like it's a back-to-back. Grabe. Ready na siya for Q&A, everyone. Thank you, Jether. Now we go to Kit Cortez, who is Mr. International Philippines 2025. How was life like?
Well, life after the pageant, and I think I've experienced a lot of first times, especially after the pageant, like 2 days after. I hosted the charity gala and the national competition, so that was a very good experience. Of course, thank you so much to Mama Jay and Sir V for making me host that prestigious event. A lot of famous people to be there, a lot of people that I look up to, and it just feels amazing to be able to host that event finally, because I've been dreaming for that moment. And of course, after that, 2 days after that, we all of us watched, except for Kurt, we watched the Grand Coronation of Miss Universe. So that was the first time as well. Yeah, we watched it and we were like very excited. We were rooting for different girls, different candidates. But overall, we were just happy to be there, happy to experience Mo Arena for the first time cheering for the next Miss Universe. So yeah, a lot of first times. A lot of first times happening.
And I'm sure more firsts pa yan after. Yes, Kurt?
I was watching the live stream.
Oh.
I was support.
I'm sure you are.
Even when I'm not there. I love you.
I love you.
Bromance na as really. Thank you, Kate. And I'm sure more to come yan in the following months. Alright, last but definitely not the least, I think the bunso. Are you the bunso?
Kinakabahan ako.
Kenneth Marcelino.
Yes, hello everyone. So my life after the pageant was super grateful ako sa blessings na nakuha ko sa Mr. Philippines Worldwide. And until now, madami pa rin po nagko-congratulate sa akin. And super pasalamat ko sa kanila kasi na-appreciate nila yung kung sino ako, kung ano ako nung gabi na yun, kung paano ako nag-perform. And lalo na sa family ko. Alam niyo ba, Ate,
Wow, inatin ko kayo ba?
kaya yung first thing na ginawa ko ng coronation night is nagpaalam agad ako kay Sir Charles para lumabas, para hanapin yung mga lola ko and yung mga mami ko. So yes, I'm very grateful na nakarating sila ng safe sa coronation and katuwa naman na nakakuha tayo ng title and super proud sila sa akin.
Yes. I'm sure your family, all of your families are very proud of you. And we're all very proud of you, rooting for you in your upcoming competition. So now I'll open the floor for the media. We'll just accommodate 5 questions because we have other press conferences today. So yes, please proceed to the microphone over there for the...
Hi, good afternoon. This is Peter from the Critical Beauty Pilipinas. For all the guys, what is your takeaway experience, most memorable experience from this whole journey?
Can we parang may meron po tayo other event dito. Pwede po natin off yan. Parang meron tayo isang bandila dito eh. News conference. Okay. Iba pong press conference ang focus natin today. So let's all go back to the question. Thank you so much.
What is your most memorable takeaway from the whole experience?
So my most memorable experience from this journey was the bond that I created with different people. We all have different personalities, different backgrounds, and the way this journey connected us was so real and genuine that really bonded, and we made new brothers along the way. And I think that's the most memorable experience I've had during this journey.
For me, it's the one we're having photo shoots. Because of those, we get to experience our own personalities and also get to know each other and the bond that we form with each and every one of us. So the brotherhood is there, and hopefully it will turn into a family.
I think one interesting aspect is when you put a lot of guys into a room where essentially the concept is a beauty contest. We are still at the end of the day guys, and we have a very interesting bonding when it comes to bantering and humor that respectfully I don't think would be very appropriate in a lot of people's eyes, but this is the way how we are really ordering like real relationships. And I think through that it's very interesting to see, because I've been in many positions where a similar setting was like that, and it's always the same. I feel like this is how we break a lot of social barriers, how, like, you know, particular guys. And I think it's very nice to see that this happened in the very first day. And I think this made us also grow closer. So that's a very good experience.
Sa akin naman po is sobrang dami kong naging lesson na natutunan for this pageant, but I think my biggest takeaway is about also valuing my time with my family, kasi for anyone to know, my lola died during the Holy Week. So perfect timing din na nakauwi ako sa amin and spend ko yung time with my family. And na-realize ko po na I'm so busy catching on my dreams na nakalimutan ko na po mag-spend time with my family. And that's something that's very important, also reminder for us to also have time with our family and value our and treasure our time with them. So yun po.
Yeah, I'd say the number one thing I learned throughout this pageant journey, usually one of the youngest candidates, and being the youngest amongst all the winners right now, I learned that I'm always a student, even if I graduate college next year, that I'll always be learning because I'm inspired by some of the people that I sit with here, and I'm always inspired by what I compete with, for sure. Thank you guys.
So my takeaway, my greatest takeaway for this, I think I share those takeaways with my brothers, the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the bond that we had. But then, for the sake of saying different, I think I would like to say the hosting opportunities that has come with me being a candidate. I mean, I was hosting even before I won, and even after I won. So yeah, it was really an amazing experience for me to be able to step into a much bigger platform, hosting a prestigious event. So yeah, the opportunities.
My takeaways about my journey here at Mr. Pilipinas is, aside sa sponsors sa mga lugar na napuntahan namin, Boracay, sa playtime na shoot, nandun din yung unexpected friendship ko with the organizers, the medias, and also sa sponsors and then kay Sir Abu and to the candidates. I know some of here, advocacy nila is may father na candidate, may also 30 plus years old, and also fitness trainer. I'm a makeup artist. I believe yung mga advocacy namin is madami talaga na-inspire na tao throughout our journey at Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide.
Alright, thank you so much for all your answers. Do we have more? Yes, from Drew Francisco.
Hi, I'm Drew Francisco. So my question is for Kirk. So Kirk, when I interviewed you in the press presentation, you mentioned that you're eyeing for a different title. And then a few days before the finals, you mentioned Miss International, and you finally got the title and the chance to represent the Philippines in Ireland. So what aspect of your personality, of your advocacy, do you want to bring to Mr. International?
I think having the privilege and being in any pageant is representing the Philippines. I truly believe that the Philippines, collectively speaking, is still very underappreciated in a Southeast Asian country or in a region. And I think if we can have the opportunity to represent that and like really put our culture out, I think this is not just a win for me or for the pageant community, but also a win for the entire nation. So I really try to focus hard and advocating just the sheer presence of the Philippine culture, just for the pure sake of me believing that we have so much love, so much goodness to give to the world that people are not very familiar with. So that's that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, we have another question.
Hi guys, congratulations. By the way, I'm only for OPM Worldwide. I have a question for Keith and Braden. Okay, my question is, how do you plan to how do you plan to use Pilipinas Worldwide platform to make a positive impact in the world of male pageant?
So the main Pilipinas Worldwide, and also I think that is Universe Philippines is the same. It's about giving charity to less fortunate people. And to share a story, I have this tradition of mine for the last 4 years. When I celebrated my birthday, I always celebrated with the less fortunate children in Pampanga. So I basically go to into charity and then I will celebrate there. And to give this an impact in the international pageant, I think pageantry is not all about being popular or having this nice physique. It's also, and also not being masculine. It's also a responsibility that we need to help on and we need to pass on. And this is the only time that we can only speak for whatever we have in mind, the ideas, the advocacies, and so that I will dedicate this journey for that.
I think we will, or I believe we will use this platform because we understand that we are now in the position of influence. People are adored and admired by us. So that means we have to be extra careful. And I believe the best way to do that is for us to, for us to simply walk the talk, for us to be role models. Because we understand that we are now in the eyes of a much bigger audience. So that means we have to, we have to act the things that we are saying on stage and on microphone. So yeah, just act or lead by example. Yeah, that's how we would do it. That's how we would use the platform on, of course, all social media or across all of our appearances, whether it may be on air or not. Just lead by example as much as possible.
Thank you.
All right, we have our fourth question from the media.
I can show here. Now that everybody has its own crown, you have 1 year journey here to this organization. What do you think is most important? Is it loyalty, dedication, or devotion?
Loyalty? What do you mean by that?
One by one, so we'll start with you, Michael. Miko, I'm sorry.
I think everything that you mentioned plays a crucial and critical part into being ambassadors of this organization, especially being MPW, one of the most highly reputable organizations in this industry. So being loyal, being dedicated, and what was that again? Being devoted are crucial characteristics that we should embody, because these characteristics are what makes us stand out to other ambassadors. And I think when we have this, we can bring a lot to the table for MPW, and we would let MPW live its legacy.
So all of these three elements will come into mix together. So you will be devoted in this. It's not just a crown, but rather it's a responsibility. It's a job for us to represent in each and every one of us in each branding. So we will all be determined in every step of the way. So we will carry on the responsibility.
I think it's healthy to approach this opportunity as a relationship, since every relationship requires work, and there's, as usual in a relationship, a give and take. And I think everybody here, who's sitting here, has already proven to a certain willingness to do that. And our journey is just starting now when it comes to us being with Mr. Pilipinas worldwide. And I think right now, as I said before, the way how these guys handle everything from the pageant even previously, and then really minute things, like details, that is not very norm in the industry, that gives me a really good feeling to be, not just in good hands, but also be protected. And I think a lot of, people don't understand how important that aspect is in this industry, and therefore I'm happy to give and receive and do this cycle all over again. Because pageantry in essence is just purely possible through working together. Like everybody just here is just a fan of pageantry. If it wouldn't be for you, this wouldn't be happening. If it wouldn't be for the sponsors believing in the brand, this wouldn't be happening. So there's a give and take in every aspect. So let's do that and embody that.
I think as what they've said, that the three aspects is very important: being loyal, devoted, and committed. And I think it's really important also to be to coordinate and to work with the organization, to work and help them as conquering for victory in the international stage.
Yeah, amongst the three words that you mentioned, I wanted to just summarize it into one word, which was purpose. I think we all step in here with a purpose to hopefully represent the Philippines. I think if we have our best intentions with each step forward, whether that be our day-to-day lives or when it comes to being able to represent the Philippines on the international stage, that we have purpose.
Well, it's hard for us to pick one trait across or among those three, because those are very synonymous traits. And I believe the crown that has granted upon us requires us to be well-rounded individuals, which only means that those three traits must be embodied by us simultaneously. So whatever the circumstance requires. So yeah.
Naniniwala po ako na yung tatlong qualities na to ay napaka-importante at powerful. Pero nagsisimula po ang lahat pag meron po tayong dedication. Kasi when you are dedicated, devotion and loyalty follow. So, kunyari ako, dedicated ako na makuha yung first cosmopolitan na title sa Pilipinas. And devoted din ako na ilagay lahat sa puso ko yan. And loyal din ako kasi ayaw kong mapahamak yung pangalan ko and yung pangalan ng Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide at yung title na ilalaban ko ngayong year. So, it's all start with dedication ko.
Alright, thank you so much. We have one last question.
Hi, boys! Sikat na kayo. Apology. Nakakawa na nakakatawa. I have a simple question. No explanation needed. So, which celebrity or public figure would you like to work with soon? Start natin kay Ken. Sige, gusto mong make-upan. Celebrity. Ikaw. Aside kay sa akin.
Hello, sorry. Pwede mo hinom ng mic? Inago ko na. Well, gusto kong maka-work na celebrity or ma-make-upan is Pia Words back. Yes. Di ko pa siya nami-meet sa personal. Siguro sa ilang taon ko na sa industry ng modeling, hindi pa kami nagkakasabay sa elevator or something sa event. So sana kahit hi lang or hug, okay na ako kay Miss Pia. Or pag nabigyan ako ng opportunity na sumikat yung name ko sa industry ng makeup, mabigyan ako ng chance na makilala yung talent ko na Miss Pia, Miss Universe Pia.
Kit, sino gusto maging ka-co-host mo naman?
Si Katrina Gray. Yeah, I always adore her. And we were asked the same question before about legalization of marijuana. So yeah, she's been an icon and her beliefs is something that I admire personally. And of course, her hosting skills.
So, are you in favor? Which celebrity would you like to collaborate with?
Well, to be honest with everyone, I'd like to work with Chelsea Fernandez. Miss Cosmo. I admire the way she was on stage, so that's who I'd like to work with. Thank you guys.
Makakarating later.
Sa akin naman po, aside from Catherine Bernardo, Celeste Cortesi po.
Clear pa, Kenneth, kung sino talaga.
Sino ba talagang Celeste yan?
Guys, it's so funny because I don't want to do a white lie here. Is it weird that I have nobody comes up in my mind? Like I have David Gandy. He's like an international super male model. Yeah. It's like something that who I truly admire is from the purely work dedication type of what he achieved as a male model. I mean, manifest we pray, but truly, like anything. I treat it's a job, and we're so privileged that when we are doing our things that we have to do, that we are somewhat in the public image, and people see that to such a high degree. But honestly, if you're in that moment, it's very simple. So you just enjoy the moment. So I don't have anybody right now who I put on a pedestal, who I just truly want to work with.
Thank you.
So the one celebrity I look up to and I want to work with is Sir Ding Dong Dantes because I like the way how he acts, especially the movie Seven Sundays. So I think I will learn a lot from him. If ever I will go into showbiz.
Minsan may pagkatintong yung ano ko.
Are you my Marian?
Yeah.
Are you?
Of course, Michael.
As of now, wala akong mating, pero gusto kong maka-work si Sir Agabulak. Dahil feel ko may madami akong matutunan din sa kanya as well, except acting and of course show business if ever. But yeah, I think he's one of the prime time actors of old generation as well as now. It makes an impact, and I just want to be that person as well.
Yes. So yung president pala si Celeste Perez.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so that concludes the media Q&A. But before we close this press conference, I'd like to ask our gentlemen to give a few message for the media. Any message of thanks or like any last message before we close this press conference? Anyone would like to start?
My message to
Wow, wait, so kailan muna? Sorry, sabay. You can start. No.
My message to the medias, of course, is sa maraming salamat po sa taus-puso na suporta simula sa una pa lang. Lalo na yung sa mga ako or sa amin na hindi nyo kilala pero tinry nyo kami natulungan na itaas yung pangalan namin sa name ng pageantry. And of course, the organizers na taus-puso din kami na pinaprotektahan at inalagaan sa almost 2 months na journey namin sa Mr. Pilipinas, and to the sponsors and sa tumulong po sa akin na makuha ko po award ng Mr. Playtime, mga taga Laguna. Yan. Sa mga nanonood po ngayon, maraming salamat po. Supportahan niyo pa rin po kami sa darating namin na laban. Ako din po, sa September na po, and sila hindi ko alam kung kailan yun sa kanila. Mauna na ako umampad niya. Yeah, thank you. Kaya master din ako, sumapalit namin.
Well, I really be speaking back with the voice when I say that we are just filled with gratitude right now to each and every one of you, of course, to our MUPH family, the Miss Universe Philippines team headed by Mama J, Sir V, Miss Mags, Miss Ara, Maromao, Sir Borge, and the rest of the team, yung mga staff din, and of course the media partners, maraming salamat po for supporting us before, during, and after our pageant, and now we are on our journey towards our own international pageants. Sana po patuloy niyo po kaming supportahan sa aming mga competition that's upcoming. So, mine doesn't have a date yet, pero yeah, soon. The Beast Boys have, so good luck to all of them, and sure, we are praying for their victory. Especially this guy. He's going to win back-to-back. So,
Also, oh, you want to go last? Okay. Wow. Save the best for last.
So for me, really want to thank you all, especially to the ones who believe on us, our family, friends, our supporters, to all the medias, because if not because of you, we're not here today. And please also do support us still, continue on our journey, each of our journey, because I know that it's gonna be hard, but you will be our inspiration for this journey. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, we actually really appreciate you from just the pure support system. I don't think a lot of if you go to an international pageant, you realize that a lot of these people are kind of by themselves, and they always tell me like, how is pageantry internationally, or like in the Philippines? And I always tell them it's a big deal, because even this year right now, as maybe this feels very familiar for you guys, this is like, we set the standard in a lot of ways when it comes to pageantry, female and male pageantry. So from human to human, thank you so much for being actually a really important support system that we can always go back to. And also, personally, Mr. Pilipinas International. What's actually the name? Is it Mr. Pilipinas International or Mr. International Philippines? But if I'm gonna compete, is it Mr. I heard news that my personal pageant, the Mr. International, will be held in Thailand in September, probably later on. Maybe I heard something, September 25. We're still trying to confirm it. So please do support, keep supporting each other. Thank you so much, and I'm in it for the win. So laban laban. Thank you.
So first of all, thank you so much to Sir Jones Gafu and Miss V for For this MPW, so we get this one-of-a-kind opportunity, all of us to be part and as winners. So again, for the media, thanks so much for the support. You have a very important role as well for us to be known, not just here in the Philippines, but also in international. Then for our families and friends, and also the organizations behind before this one-of-a-kind event. Thank you.
So first of all, I would like to say thank you to the MPW org. Thank you to Mama J and Miss B. Thank you for
Rebranded.
thank you for always protecting us, keeping us safe, and creating a safe space for us to post. And we really appreciate your efforts. And to the media, thank you for your non-stop support. Without you, we wouldn't be known. And keep supporting us in our international journey, and please support us, my brothers, because we will be all eyeing for the win for the Philippines, and we will be doing it with grace, excellence, and pride. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. So I think we can now end the conference, but we will, of course, take a photo with. I see Jenner nga pala. Giving the best. Then yun, test attention span niya. Tama kayo. So, we go to Mr. Cool 2025. Oh, Philippines. Jenner Palamo.
Just like all the guys here said, I'm really thankful for everyone stepping in, taking time out of your days, because we wouldn't really be here without you guys. Thank you to Jonas Capwood, Voltaire, and we're here with purpose. I think all of you guys can see that in our faces with our expressions and the kind of energy we bring. And as your Mr. Global Philippines, I can confidently say we're gonna get a back-to-back, all right?
All right, we're all rooting for you in your international competitions, but for now, let's all take a photo. First, as a group, and then we add the board of directors of Miss Universe, Philippines and Empire. Once again, thank you so much to Citadines Millennium for our official venue sponsor, and also within the box for the flowers for this afternoon, and also Pina Beauty for making this event possible. Citadines Millennium. Nagtanong din ako kanina.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Citadines. Rhymes with sardines.
Millennium Ortigas. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Citadines Millennium Ortigas.
Kami naman. Dito naman.
Alright.
Dito naman.
Photo now with media. Photos for the media first, and then you'll include the MUPH or Empire officers. But for now, smile! Again, we'd like to thank the following sponsors: Citadines Millennium Ortigas, Pina Beauty, Shamsi Soup Soap, and Within the Box. And of course, Tay Edensha for the setup. Now we will have the photo with Miss V. Rebranded this afternoon.
Albert?
Alright, that concludes the first press conference for this afternoon, the press conference for Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide. Alright, so now we move on to the second part, which is the press conference for the Miss and Mr. Supranational 2025. So I think without further ado, actually before we call them in, while they set up, we'd like to thank the following sponsors. So we'd like to thank Within the Box for the flowers, Stay